Hi, I'm Nikki Kidd, and I'm ready to be the hot girl I was born to be. Well, for a living, I sing, I perform all over the South Florida with my top 40 band and my jazz band also. On stage, it's kind of like how Beyonce has her alter ego. As soon as you step on stage, you are a different person. You feel the energy, and it's the best. I feel the best I could be on stage. I would say my alter ego is me. It's really just a more vibrant me. When I'm up on stage, it's unfortunately a constant reminder to me, or I'm always worrying about what people think of me when they see me on stage, that, oh, you know, she's so pretty, if she only lost weight. I've gotten that my entire life. So it's always crossed my mind. Or people, you know, when they come up to me and they're like, you're so good, why aren't you, you know, on American Idol? Why aren't you famous? And usually because I'm fat. So that's kind of always been on the mind, and I don't want it to be anymore. I feel that I have been denied some opportunities because of my weight. There was an instance where I was trying to get an overseas gig with my band, and the agent literally told me, "I'm sorry, you look pregnant." So that was a definite, like, yeah, that's my weight, and it happens all the time. Once I lose all the weight, I don't know, I've never been really thin, so it's gonna be, I think, almost an outer body experience. And I know that I'm gonna be completely ecstatic and just full of so many different emotions. I'm not gonna be able to really explain myself. I've been overweight since the age of 12, and just every year, just putting on more and more weight, always heavier than I should have been. Gaining weight impacted me by just overall in like relationships and dating. I didn't date anyone. I'd probably say I've never really had a real boyfriend, you know, my entire life. And my weight is probably one of those factors of feeling like someone's gonna judge me or not want me, or I don't deserve that love from someone because of how I look. Some of my eating triggers, I would probably say, are carbs, all types of carbs, covered in cheese and covered in sugar, and pizza.
What's your favorite?
Yes, pizza is one of my favorites. I think the hardest habit will be eating properly and eating when you're supposed to eat. Like, I know that they say that you're supposed to eat every 2 hours, and I'm so used to eating like one big meal late in the afternoon. So I have to kind of learn to cut back. It's cutting back that's going to be the hardest part. I auditioned for American Idol and the X Factor, and I got pretty far in both as far as regionally. I got really nervous at the American Idol audition because a friend of mine had just come out of the audition and he didn't get through, and I was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, he's got one of the best male voices I've ever heard in my life. And he's like, they told me I sound like an American Idol, but I don't look like one. And I'm like, well, I don't look like one, so that's, all right, there goes my chances. So I walked into the audition room already kind of defeated. And so when I sang a tune, my first tune went over well, but the second tune they told me I was trying too hard. To go shopping, I love shopping. I don't like trying on clothes. So I go shopping and I pick out stuff. I don't try anything on. I know it's kind of weird. I'm a little special, but I see something, I like it, I pick it up, I go home, I try it on at home. And if it doesn't fit, then I'm like, okay, then I'll either bring it back, or I said I'll fit into this one day, so I'll keep it. I'm plus size for like the average person, and then but I'm not plus size for big women, and so or bigger women, and so it's really hard to shop for me, because I'm like, you go to the plus size stores and things are too big. I go to the regular stores and things are too small. So I'm in this in between phase, which is just not fun to shop. Once I lose this weight, I think just overall confidence level and security, just feeling secure in myself, and the way I approach people, the way I approach future potential dates, and knowing that I'm not having to try too hard to get something, I don't know, I think a lot of opportunities will start opening up for me, and I'm really excited for that. Well, my family they are my heart and my soul, as much as, they might get on my nerves. And so I come from a Jamaican household, so family and culture and food is very, very big and a part of our lives. I think we have a party like once every 2 weeks, and so, of course, surrounded by food. But there's a lot of love there, and they push me hard, and they are my biggest critics, but also my biggest fans. So my mom is superwoman. She can do it all. I mean, she gained weight after having my last sister, Natasha, and it was hard for her to lose it. And funny story is she went to the doctor and she's like, "Doctor, I'm trying to lose weight." And he's like, "Well, you're pregnant." So she's like, "Okay, that's probably why I'm not losing anything." But after she had my sister, it was tough for her. She was around over 180 pounds, and but she found something. She found a diet plan that worked for her, and she stuck to it. And my mom is probably one of my biggest inspirations, because she's so super dedicated, and she sets goals and she hits them. And I want to do that for myself.